seekers. Welcome to No Madness Life. If you're new here, please subscribe, hit that thumbs up button. And if you'd like to become a member, the link's in the description. Fishy lips. We're going to need some thumbs up. I love that. It doesn't really do anything, but it's funny. It's funny when I take it off. Anyway, look at it. I got bags under my eyes today. I'm going to have to start doing my red light therapy again. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Freaky Friday. Now, listen, we are going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. I'm not going to replay it. I'm not going to replay Foodie Beauty's rage. Pulling all the rabbits out of the hat. That's wash, rinse, repeat. Now, there are some things we are going to talk about. For real. I mean, first of all, we know when she's upset with whatever she's going through, she takes out on everyone else. We know this. I mean, I couldn't believe how many people, this is the same stuff over and over, and people took it as the first time they ever heard it. I mean, some people just want to be angry. So it just went off the rails. I mean, everywhere you went, it was, I'm like, wow, everybody, shh. You gave her the energy she was looking for. And that's why she does it. Now, you could say, what is she so upset about? Is it not obvious? She's stuck in a condo all day. She ain't driving around living her best life. No, it's 120 degrees there today. It was a first for you? Okay. Well, I'm going to clue you in. This is what she does, and it's always the same people. It's always the same people she rages at, and she goes low because she really wants to hurt you because she's hurting, right? I'm able to look at this logically without emotion, okay? A lot of addicts do this. It's their way of pushing you away or hurting you because they're hurting. I mean, she's definitely hurting. Duh. A lot of things. I mean, she's dealing with the fact that she wants to travel. She wants to do amazing things. And her addiction is stopping her from living life. I mean, she's going to be 40 next year. Okay? That's got to be painful. You can't go do the things you want to do with a man that you're probably in love with, right? That's got to be brutal. And she gets in her own way. She knows it. She has a food addiction. And I think Salah has finally put some things in place that are hindering her food addiction. And so when she obsesses and can't get what she wants, she rages. We've seen it before. She's done it many times. Like when she couldn't have Nader. That's what sparked Cuba rage. For real. And everybody but Nader got it. You know what I'm saying? It was like, whoa. That's what I was going to talk about, Christy's Claw. She's used to, when she obsesses over an appetite, something she wants, right now, she would order it. And then as soon as it got to the villa, she would be happy. Well, we found out last night, after all the crazy, that the food app is on Salah's phone. And if she were to order anything, it alerts his phone. Whoa. And they may have agreed to this. She may have said, I need you to do this for me. And I may become a raging lunatic. Just ignore me. You know what I mean? She definitely was very angry last night. Plus, we know some other things occurred, which could hurt her, right? Think about this. We know he was playing that damn game, and then there was some naughty stuff, and he honed in on it for a minute or two. And we're talking a whole scene over a picnic table in this game with all the, you know what I'm saying? Yo, mama got his video taken down. Ooh. He didn't take it down himself. Did it say it's been removed by YouTube? So you got to be careful. You got to be careful, people. So anyway, making that point, what if that gaming channel is under her account? And what if that channel, because we know how YouTube feels about that, you know, read stuff, right? Oh, he knew what he was looking at. He even zoomed in. If he don't know what that is after Red Room picture, come on now. But anyway, if that channel were to go down, that gaming one, and it's on her account, linked, it'll take down her main channel too. Last night was nuts. So there's a lot of possibilities of things that got her upset. We'll never know, because even when she was mad at Notter, she would never dog Notter out because she wanted him in her life. So until she don't want you in her life anymore, she's going to take it out on other people. And always the reaction channels. Oh, and she's got her usual suspects, right? And she goes low. She goes for kids. She goes for motherhood. She goes for religion. It's like a jackhammer. But then if you notice towards the end, after she got it all out, like an endorphin, right, that fast food creates. I mean, she may be learning a new way, but she needs to be careful because there's a lot of people out there that support these other channels. It is one thing to just be like, and you this and you that. But when you go down here, you're not just affecting those creators who already know how you are and probably don't really take it, you know, like that. It's the other people watching that are going to get really angry. Oof. And those are the ones that, you know, could put you lights out. You know what I'm saying? Those are the people, the ones watching the audio. I was reading the comments. I didn't even care what the reactors were saying. I did, but I was more focused in on the comments. And these people were ready to light their torches. Well, they were lighting their torches, to be honest. There's a way to react. There's a way to be sassy. There's a way to throw tomatoes without insulting religions and parents and children. And she knows that. She just don't know how to do it. She never confronts Nader, no matter what he did. It's women. She hates women. She's angry about women. Skinny, fat, it doesn't even matter what you are. Listen, if you're skinny and you got a voice like mine, she's coming for it. She don't care why you have a deep voice. She don't care. But then she basically accuses you of fat shaming. It's like, do you not see the hypocrisy here? You're making judgment as you accuse other people of judging your weight. For the last time, I don't care if you weigh 100 pounds. I don't care if you weigh 800 pounds. Never have. Never cared. It's the character. It's the why do you do this? It's the human behavior. It's why do you continue to torture yourself through life and blame others? That's addiction. It's just addiction. You are literally battling addiction. You have the same mindset, the same stinking thinking because of your anxiety of not having food. And other people, alcohol, drugs, and you all act the same. You attack other people instead of fixing what's wrong so you can live a better life. Because the truth is, everybody watching, you're creating the content. You have talked about your weight for 6 years. And you made a big spectacle of it in the last 10 days. Why? Why? Why are you weighing yourself on camera? I didn't do that. When I lost 60 pounds, I didn't put myself out there to be judged or speculated on whether I'm doing it or not doing it or blah, 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 blah. How much I weigh, how much I don't weigh. I didn't do that. I did it in private because it was personal. And when you eat on camera, you're making it public. And it's not like, well, everybody's got to eat. I eat for survival, but I don't make it my channel. If I did, it would be like Foodie No Madness, right? That would be my content for people to commentate on, criticize. And I'm sure people with eating disorders are affected by it. Sorry, but it's the truth. Well, and that's the thing, is she's not even mad that her whole channel's about food and overeating. She's not. Or saying she has an addiction. Or saying she has a disorder. She has done that. Not us. We didn't go with her keeping it private and just filming an amazing life, being obese, which a lot of creators have done without gorging on camera. They've just gone out, glitters and lasers. She's out there showing you her haul. She has a big following because she's not shoving something in someone's face and then accusing them of shaming her. She knows what she's doing. She thinks overindulging on camera pays her bills. Fine, just fess up to it. Don't use it later as a protected class. It would only be protected in this case if you didn't shove it in everyone's face daily. Every single day. Every single day. Every single day. Now, the only thing out of all of that that disturbed me, and it will always be the only thing that disturbs me, is when you try to compare your Muslim culture that you took the Shahada for, is when you condemn Christians. It's like when you condemn the United States because you live in Canada. It's when you condemn Canada because you live in Kuwait. You always think that whatever you're doing in the moment is better than anyone else. There's the character problem we need to discuss, sweetheart. Has nothing to do with your size. Period. It has to do with you insulting everyone. Mothers. I mean, it's so bizarre that you target certain people who are online doing a show on YouTube who just happen to have kids. That doesn't define somebody, especially if you go live for 2 hours and you got 22 hours left in a day to spend with your children. It doesn't define a mom. Everyone's allowed to have their grown-up time. I know you don't understand this, but when you do that, you're not insulting the creator. You're insulting people watching, people who may even be your beezers. They're sitting there watching you and typing, and they may have children. So what you're doing is you're targeting certain people, not something you believe in. And speaking of that, let's get to the religion part. Okay. This is maybe, hopefully a moment for you, because I want you to really hear. This isn't something you use as fodder, okay? All the other stuff you use as fodder. But when you actually go into attacking Christians, I don't know where you're learning that. I don't know who's putting that in your ear. But ma'am, if you didn't know, Christians and Muslims, Islam religion, have a lot of very common ground when it comes to belief. I even made the list. I thought it would make my life a little easier. So anyway, when you were calling out the Christians about even having opinions are not sin. It doesn't fall in the sin, sweetheart. Lies, because I told you the truth shall set you free. Girl, got me tongue-tied. Okay, so Christians and Muslims. Here is our common ground beliefs, okay? Christians and Muslims both believe that religion is good because it creates harmony and peace. See how I'm not triggered? I'm in a peaceful state. Christians and Muslims believe that Satan is real and he tries to tempt people away from God to commit sins. Let this sink in. See, actions can kind of show you ain't walking the path. So when you pretend you are, but your actions say otherwise, well, that opens up Christians, Muslims, to have an opinion. Christians and Muslims believe that heaven and hell are real, literal places. Christians and Muslims believe that Jesus was born to Mary the Virgin. Okay? They believe that obeying God creates peace and harmony among people and brings blessings in the life after death. And that's the path. That is the path. They believe that Jesus will return from heaven. They believe in the afterlife. Now, here's the big one, Chantal. This is the big one. And this is the one that you need to just lean in. Christians and Muslims believe that humans will have a day of judgment and will be judged for the lives they've led on earth. Christians believe in heaven and hell. Akhira, if I'm not saying it right, I'm sorry. They believe that they stay in the grave until the end of the world, until Judgment Day. Good is Jannah. I hope I said that right, which means bad life. Good is Jannah. Bad life is Jahannam, which means hell. Now, all this YouTube stuff, you took an oath to walk this path. Eid, whether you participated in or not my walk. And the only reason people questioned whether you did Eid or even the other it's because your direction wasn't towards Mecca when you prayed and made the video for content. But Eid, if done properly, would wipe all your sin. And you know what? And the truth is, if you want to bring religion into your channel and you want to put it in people's faces, there are scholars out there paying attention. And they have a right to point out what is true and what is not true. That's a big difference between slandering or being Islamophobic. Big difference. Opinion is not sin. And Christians will always call out the lies. It's your walk. But if I were you, I would start believing. You will live a life of harmony and peace. It will turn your life around. I preach the same thing to MFW. Attacking people on the internet is your pain. It isn't your walk in faith. It's your pain. And you can trauma dump if you want, but you're affecting people that literally want to shut you down and shut you up because they're insulted. I mean, a walk with God or Allah is a walk in peace. There is no anger. Now, I feel bad you go through the addiction you go through. I'm sure it is brutal. All addiction is, but you could be saved from it. You choose to fight it. Surrender. Just surrender. And you don't have to rely on yourself anymore. You can literally, you'll be shocked. And then you'll be a true believer. Hey, Nigel, what has she done now? Well, she went on a rager. She attacked people's children. She attacked everything. I mean, she pulled all the rabbits out of the hat because she was in pain. And we don't know which event, but I've kind of noticed she's been a little off a couple of days. Maybe she's really trying to tackle her addiction issues. I don't know. But she always chooses the internet to take out her pain and her hate and her, you name it, frustrations. So she went a little off the rails at 4 o'clock in the morning, Kuwait time. Yeah. And I do not believe that Salah was there because I find it hard to believe. That he would, I don't know, after what he did on his live stream gaming, I'm beginning to wonder if he even walks any path, in my opinion, by just observing. There you go. Everybody's straight up telling you. Yeah, so do I. I use judgment and discernment also, and I critically think. I don't live on emotions. I mean, I did have to say my mouth was gaping last night because I'm like, well, this is the day she loses her channel. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he was playing some naughty stuff on his gaming channel, and he honed in on it, and that is a no-no for YouTube, and maybe that upset her. There's rumor out there that somebody's been DMing him. There's a lot, and we know that with, in my opinion, her insecurities about herself, which constantly get projected onto us, is a part of her discontention with her life and herself, and I don't know. Maybe she's not getting the attention she thought she could with her glowing personality. I have no idea. Yeah, and that's the other thing. When you are dressed in a respectful religion clothing and say vile things, it does upset people. So, but you're not allowed to have an opinion on that. Yes, we can. It's not a sin, Christian or not. We will always call out the devil and his actions. And like I said, Muslims believe that Satan is real and tries to tempt people away from God. Yep, I'm a man, 13. And to commit sin. Bingo. You're being tempted. I don't know by who, but they definitely don't walk with God. It's GTA is banned in Kuwait, which means You can't buy it in Kuwait. I don't know if it means you can't play it in Kuwait. It means you can't buy it. So you'd have to know some black market shit, right? Exactly. But the problem is the part of the game that he showed of a girl bent over a picnic table kind of thing, that can take you down. And any channel associated with that will come down. And rumor has it, that channel was like reported like crazy. Yeah, we don't know about legal or not. It's just banned. Banned from sales, banned from, does it mean banned from playing it? I don't know. No, they have no age limit on that game in Kuwait. Only in the United States. And probably Canada. I don't know. But no, they said they don't care about the 18 plus in Kuwait. That game is banned. Yes, I'm a man, 13 doll. What else do you want me to say? Did you have your fun? It's stupid. That is the oldest shit in the world. God. What an immature. Oh my God. If I say, yes, I'm a man. Are you a man though? Are you really a man? Don't worry about it. And don't be deleting people's comments in here unless I tell you you can. Yeah, he's 13 years old. That's why it says 13 dolls. Or we have 13 dolls. Okay, then. Probably someone, who cares? Maybe they don't want Chantal to find God. Maybe they enjoy the other side of her because they were in hot, just enjoying that. And I don't think I would enjoy that. I don't think I would enjoy that. If you got people that really cared about you, they wouldn't have been, oh, and what about Gary? Oh, and what about FFG? And what about Yaba? And what about Sam? They would have been like, Chantal, please don't do this. I don't care about your mama either. It's really sad when you try to be significant and it's still not working. You have to go and give Chantal super chats while she's wearing a hijab and cussing out the world. I mean, what does that say? Oh my God. I mean, you can't. The YouTubes, it is what it is. Yeah. No, I did not see her comment on her page with Yo Mama. I just don't. You guys bring him up every time. You're the ones obsessed with Yo Mama. You're the ones trying to make him a thing in the community. He is just a joke. He's just fun to laugh at, period. I mean, really. All he's doing is making checker moves. That's it. You guys take everything so serious. Like the people that took her serious last night because her pain, she was in pain. She's mad at herself. She's mad at her situation. She's mad at everything. I mean, wow. Chantal, stop. So your mama's a channel striker? That's why I ain't playing his shit and I never will. I never will play his stuff. Ever. I mean, he's got our stuff up on his channel. I'm pretty sure he wouldn't be doing that. Just let him do his thing. Leave him alone. He's having fun. He finds this to be fun. Oh, he privated it so it didn't get taken down? Yeah, that's what I figured. If anything was going to get taken down, it would have been Salah's gaming stream, would it or not? I don't know if it did or not, though, to be honest. I don't know. I got stuff to do today. So anyway, it was just her pain, okay? And I don't want to see her taken down. I just wish she could do an honest journey, but she can't. She's so worried about the way she, like, this fake story. I mean, she did that with Nader. Oh my God. The only time she was honest when it came to Nader is when she thought it was over. That's when she was honest. I'm not even talking about dogging out. She didn't need to dog out Nader to make herself feel better. She needed to look at herself and say, Why do I think I deserve this? From a guy like this? What am I doing? So nothing self-reflection. It's always everyone else. Well, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't do this. That is a true addict. They say that. Oh, if you wouldn't have said that, I wouldn't have had to hit you. That's what they do to justify their misery with themselves. I've seen through all of it. And people just straight up hate her. Well, I understand that. People straight up hate addicts because they just hit a nerve. I get it. I totally get it. She knows how to hit the nerves. She knows who to go after to hit the nerve. And she wins. She wins their reaction. She wins their anger. She wins it. She wants to see them hurt. I get it. But it doesn't change the vileness. How low she's willing to go. You know what I'm saying? How low she's willing to go. Like just Shannon. They were friends for 20-some years. They got a lot of dirt on each other. But she literally got in before Shannon could divulge any of her dirt. She got in and smeared Shannon as fast as she could. We all seen it. So I don't care what her people say. We watched it. Shannon wasn't even, let's just say she was incapacitated at the time that she said all that stuff about her to make herself feel better for not being there for her. Because she may have an anxiety around hospitals. She may have an anxiety over feeling like, okay, so if Chantal cannot fix her own, let's say, depression, maybe she has depression. Maybe she hides it a lot. But if she's not able to address her own depression, so instead of saying, I love my friend, I forgave my friend, but I can't go there. I can't go there. You don't understand. This would affect me as bad as it's affecting her. To see my friend hurting like that. There's other ways it could have been done. But when she said, nah, I just really I can't go over there. I can't forgive her, really. That was the approach that upset so many people because she wasn't being honest. And like I said, the truth will set her free. She just doesn't want to do it. And yeah, I get a lot of backlash for not following the narratives on even with the reaction channels, because I'm different. I'm my own person. I don't have to be in a group and agree with people. And so the ones that usually will come after me, and I don't know, transphobe, do whatever they do, or try to like poke a button with me, which is weird. Anyway, they only do that because maybe they don't want to see her get healthy. Maybe they want to use her as a bulldog. Maybe they really are trying to take her channel down and pretending they care about her. I don't know, but a good friend would not be, and even a good man would not be, they would be working on the peace and the harmony and not encouraging the misery and the hate. Because nobody in here can encourage me to hate. They've tried. Oh my gosh, have they tried? With Truthfully Trisha, with MFW. They've tried. They want me to be a part of something I'm not willing to be a part of. It's not who I am. I walk in peace, in harmony. So why am I going to lie? Are you trying to see if it's a lie? Well, 7 years. I've been on here 7 years. I mean, I'm down to just a few now. It used to be a lot more than that. Ooh, lots more than that. Right? But you learn. Because they want you to join in. Because they don't want to hear this. They don't. I like comedy. I like to I don't know, laugh. She said when she dishes it out, people can't handle it. She can't handle it. Or she would be at peace. She'd be like, well, I'm going to pray for those people. They hold a lot of anger and hatred. I'm going to pray for them. That's what she would do. No. That isn't what she does. She goes vile. She definitely doesn't care about what the reaction channels say. It gives her, she puts the stuff out there. She trolls herself on purpose. Because if it really bothered her, she would not eat on camera ever again. She would be so embarrassed. Have you ever seen her embarrassed? She had Pete film her rolling down a hill in a dress. She put up videos of her in a bathtub. You really think this embarrassed her? No. That's how she stays up there with the reactions. I mean, she's got documentaries on her from huge channels. She's had huge channels do an entire documentary on her. She ain't got a problem with them. She never mentions them, does she? She never changed a thing, did she? Yeah, she's the one that told the world that she had a infection. Filmed herself going to the pharmacy. Anyone else doing that out here? No. So you got to really see what's going on. She was just upset with Salah, with herself, with her addiction. She's struggling. And that's why I try to make the reactions to her videos funny. I am not out. Listen, if I was out there like with real hate and real like, then I gotta, what's wrong with me? Why is a stranger bothering me like that? You know what I'm saying? I would have to reevaluate myself. She makes me laugh. I want her to go home. I want her to go home. I know, just Shannon. She was just trying to poke you. Listen, let me tell you one thing about your 23-year friendship. You're going to always be included because of you and FFG. She'd probably never speak a word of you again if you weren't hanging out with FFG. That upsets her. You already know that. Like the cat thing. Right? You know that. If you weren't friends for 23 years, I mean, trust me, she's looking for the button. Because you said you went to anger management and you graduated. She's wanting to prove you wrong. So you're doing good. I commend you. Especially being a real life friend. Right? You already know she suffers more than you. And that's why you're being cool and at peace. I mean, you may, right, it does suck to be her. And you may be screaming and punching a wall in the house, but at least you ain't filming it. You ain't going on a live stream again. Right? I say girl, you passed that class. You passed that class. And that's the problem. Everything she does, instead of telling the truth to her, in her mind, she failed. Who cares? You know how many times we fail as humans? The minute you're able to go, okay, guys, here's what's going on. Here's what's going on. I'm a failure. Want to know why I failed? I lied about this, and this. I'm just, you know what? Or go repent it. Just go repent it on your own and don't repeat it on the internet. But the fact that you keep doubling down and think people are stupid, well, that is, to me, that's the fail. I respect someone that just goes, you know what? Shit. I want her to spin around in an office chair at a new villa, a wheelie chair at a new villa, and stay off the edibles. I mean, you're obviously over-consuming everything you touch. Everything that makes you feel good, you over-consume. That's what you got to work on. But anyway, I want you to spin around in a chair and be at a new villa and go, I'm throwing all the cards on the table, guys. Honest to God, your channel, your clout. I mean, you know how forgiving humans are? Some are not. But that says more about them. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, man, You're my soap opera. You're my soap opera, okay? It's as deep as it goes. It's as deep as it goes. But, you know, trying to find people's buttons by hurting their kids, saying things that would hurt their kids, that is a whole level of, girl, you got a lot of work to do. It's one thing to rage at them and make it funny. You used to be able to do that. You used to be able to say funny shit about FFG, Yaba. Even Yaba showed grace today. She really did. Because she's at peace and she's in harmony. It's like, for real. It shows in character. Well, she may never change. It's really hard to fight addiction, especially food. And she's trying to make it a protected class where nobody cares about her weight. If she's going to stuff her face and cheese runs down her face and all over her clothes on camera, that is just open for commentary. I don't know what memories she's making over there in Kuwait. I don't know. I thought she was going to go over there and have a glow up. We were all like, yes. But it's obvious things aren't going the way she wants them. That's her walk. We did. We're like, yes, she's going to Kuwait. She's going to become a skinny legend. I mean, because she wants it. She wants it. It's obvious. And if she don't care. All she had to say was, I love food. She didn't have to go into this whole psychological, mental BED thing. She didn't have to go into all that. And I'm going to do this from now on. I'm going to do this. And so I failed. So what? Well, people are allowed to do commentary on it. You're the one that, like, trying to steer us a certain way. And then not really. That makes people's heads spin. And it triggers people that are really trying. Glitter and Lasers is trying. Hungry Fat Chicks lost 40 pounds. Maybe that's what's upsetting her. She can't do it, but they can. Yeah, I know, just Shannon. She doesn't want to film for the couples channel anymore. I don't know what's going on with that. But it didn't take off the way she wanted, I suppose. But those things take time. You can't always have what you want, when you want, how you want it. You know what I'm saying? Like, channels take a long time. And if you do it the right way, the organic way, then your subscribers won't be dead subscribers. They'll be real subscribers that tune in. I'd rather have that than a ridiculous number and the views don't match the people that say they are subscribed. That's weird. Yeah, I know. And it's really simple to just order food and sit there and eat and, you know, make up a story. That's just too easy. And I don't know. There's just a thing, like, I guess if I wanted to eat on camera, I would, but I don't know. I think it bothers people. Like, we're here for the personality. We're here for the commentary. We're here for, I mean, she could easily tell stories without eating. There's no reason for it. And then she yells at people for fat shaming. Your whole channel is you talking about your weight. Exactly. And people are tired of addicts shoving their addiction in people's faces and using it to protect themselves or to excuse shitty behavior. That gets old. It's cancel culture, by the way. You can't cancel people anymore that have an opinion. That's what they want to do. That's what they want to do. If you're logical or you don't agree with their little group, you have to. The way it used to be on YouTube is you had to be in with the mean girls, or you got. You know what I mean? See, that's. I don't do pack mentality. That's insecure people doing that shit. I don't understand it, but you see it on the tubes. You see it. But guess what? In the end, they all end up going in their separate directions, and then they all start, like, giving out all each other's secrets. It's gold. I sit back and watch. Well, how'd that work out? That was your best friend? Especially when you gang up to attack one person. Right? With people, do panels about them. That's gotta hurt. I mean, it's one thing if one person's doing commentary or a reaction to Chantal on their own channel, right? But then you start doing a panel and you're all getting all worked up over one person. That's like high school shit. I mean, you should be able to look deeper into what's going on or just have laughs. I mean, sometimes I bet she does feel the gang mentality. And I'm pretty sure nobody would want to feel that. I don't care how strong you are. And she's definitely addicted to whatever she wants. That's what addiction is. That's what addiction is. It is, I want it and I want it now because because I don't feel good unless I have it. I need that. I need that. I mean, that is what addiction is. And if you don't walk in the shoes of being an addict, we can't even understand it at a physiological level. It all has to do with the brain. I mean, your brain will literally fight you. You'll like get heart palpitations. You'll start blacking out. That's all part of the panic attack. For real. And there's so many elements to this. So there's no way. Anybody out there, okay, Chantal, lean in. You think you can do this on your own? No, I ain't talking about any particular group. I'm just saying when people panel and they attack one person. Paneling. It's fine. Do it on your channel. Give your opinion. Give your commentary. Give your criticism. But don't panel up with people and attack one person altogether. That's gang mob mentality. Okay, so anyway, Chantal, you think you can do this on your own? How many people, put a 1 in the chat, that have anxiety and panic disorder have been able to cure it and go live a fantastic life, anxiety and panic attack free, without a physician or counseling or therapy or hypnosis or whatever you're into? Yeah, 0. If people were that smart just by reading stuff, everybody would be cured. That's why people are saying, because they've walked your shoes. They're not trying to tell you what to do, Chantal. They're telling you your life, you're almost 40. Do you want some part of life where you conquered something? That's why they're telling you that. This is so hard to do that most people seek help. Because if you could fix it on your own, we'd all be living the life of our dreams. And we're talking the simplest things that can cause anxiety. And the thing is that most people that have YouTube channels have either already done the whole workforce thing, right? And they're retired and they're bored. Or they suffer from anxiety and panic attacks. And this gives them some sort of self doing YouTube. So going out and judging why everybody does YouTube and you can't go get a job. Why don't you go get a job? Oh my God, how many times do we hear that? If you hate living and working 40 hours a week and being a slave to the system and to the tax man or to the whatever, or just having to get up when you don't want to and go to work, that's your fate. You chose it. You could have started a YouTube channel. You could have started a broadcast channel. The world is your oyster now with the internet. You could have started an online business and eventually quit your damn job because you were a success. But going out there and telling people they're worthless and losers because they don't go work a 9 to 5 job, okay, Grandpa, that is old speech. The internet has changed the world forever. People don't even go into a mall anymore. They shop online. So that stuff is just old. That's just to try to make yourself feel better. Everybody's a loser that doesn't go walk into a job and work for somebody making billions. Okay, been there, worked for corporate America. Yeah, if you're not happy going to work every day and you're jealous of people that are making a living on the internet, my God, Trisha Paytas lives in a mansion because of YouTube. And if you don't think that wasn't a carrot for every YouTuber, I don't know what to tell you. But to be jealous about it, hey, she put a lot out there I'm never willing to put out. Of course, I would never do it anyway. It's gross and weird. And Chantel's done the same. It's just unfortunately, Chantel changed her content and it hurt her channel because she did what most addicts do when they're on YouTube. She put her addiction in people's faces. And that's the real decline. Just like MFW did. Had she never put her addiction in people's faces by filming it and having a night that she just thinks was going to get swept under the rug, she would still be living high on the hog. For real. People tend to destroy their own channel, especially people in active addiction. Because Trisha Paytas did all that stuff in the day, and I mean naughty, naughty stuff. Some of it on YouTube, right? She's still making the money. So you got to ask yourself, what did I do wrong? How do I fix this? How do I make it better? Well, I would start, Chantal, by just having an honest day. Now, maybe there's some things you can't be honest about right now because it's based on where you're at. Like I said, I would rather you be at home, spin around in a chair, and just lay it all out. Your channel, people respect the truth. You know what I'm saying? All right, what are you guys saying? Trisha Paytas was a huge troll, though she knew she would get that money. Right. But she was consistent. She didn't go get drunk. She didn't make fun of a school shooting. She didn't go drunk and attack her subscribers and her members. That's what made their channels go downhill. I mean, that's what they did. Some things are unforgivable. But Trisha Paytas didn't do all that. She didn't do all that. She kept thinking business. Money, money, money. But the problem with addiction, it destroys your life and all the people around you and your job. Everybody knows that. She does embrace being a lulz cow. That's why she does some of the stuff she does. Trisha Paytas embraced it. Well, yeah, Bebop, she's starting to look like she's not doing a show anymore. She's starting to look like she's just a vile human being, pretending to be pious. See the hypocrisy there? And until she gets treatment, she will never be where she used to be. She can eat everything in the world and hate herself for filming it, but nothing's ever going to change. Yeah, she definitely thinks I don't know what she thinks she's influencing. She always goes down for the gutter. She wants to hurt people. Yeah, she wants to hurt people the way she's hurting. And that's typical with an addict. Yes, and Trisha never went after her reaction channels. Right, she knew they gave her attention. Yeah, I think it's got something to do with fear, Godiva. I think she's got some sort of fear also, which is making her very upset. Yeah, she's definitely hurting people because she's hurting. Yep. And it's not an excuse. It's not an excuse. And just because she says, everybody's fat shaming her doesn't mean people are. They're laughing at the stuff she puts out on purpose. She puts it out for a laugh. Like I said, she has lifted the shirt. She has jiggled. She has done things and laughed at herself. That ain't the issue. It's definitely not the issue. Like I said, if she was living just this pious life and people were going after her, I'd be pissed. I would be mad. But she has given it as much as she's taken it. Oh, she's self-aware. She's just struggling. She can't have what she wants. And she blames it on herself, but takes it out on us. You're newish to her? Okay. There's so much. Foodie does low blow. Yeah, because she's miserable, yeah. I don't know if she's still doing TikTok. I don't chase her around. I'm not into it like that. She puts out a video. I try to make everybody laugh. I don't know, just for fun. And I'm interested in how this whole thing turns out. Well, Trisha went after Reddit threads, right? But not YouTube channels. She didn't go after Dustin Daly. No, she didn't go after any of them. But we don't count what's off of YouTube. And then she was attacking TikTok people on her YouTube channel, which one was a Muslim woman who had her opinion about her Muslim life, and it wasn't what she was portraying it. About the woman promoting adultery. No, listen, everybody knows that Muslim men can take on 4 wives. It's polyamorous. She knows that. There may be a little issue going on with him talking to other people. She admitted to going through his phone. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe the person she was talking to, she wants to look like. I don't even know. But we already know she gives out all her inner hatred when she attacks other people. Because it's always about fat. We don't care. You're the one that keeps weighing yourself. I mean, you're the one that's got a problem with yourself. Polygamy, right. Jarella's always correcting me. Thank you, Jarella. I needed you. No, she definitely would not be okay with Salah and other women, even though she was starting to adapt with Didi and Nader just to have Nader. And maybe she's getting a feeling of what she got in Canada. We don't know what's sparking all this, but it's got something to do with something. That's all we know. And until she tells us what it has to do with in an honest way, maybe back home in Canada, we will never know. We can only speculate. That's what people do in the world. They even on mystery cases, right? People speculate. It keeps. Sorry. My lips are not going to match my sound for a few minutes because I got a phone call. Per usual. Well, and the reason she may have an issue with other women is because they're confident. They're thin. I don't know. They can do things, right? There's probably a laundry list that goes all the way back to high school. For real. And it still don't give her an excuse. But we can see through it. And she don't like that. She wants you to think that it's everyone else's fault. It's because of you I'm fat. It's because of you I overeat. It's because of you I binge eat. Addicts do that all the time. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't drink this much. Well, then I'll just leave. Oh, look, you're still drinking that much. See how that works out. It's just to make you feel bad about yourself so they feel better. That's it. Yeah, she went after Sam's kids. Sam has not a word. Not a word. Because she knows. They're trying to start this big internet shit show. That's it. And I don't know who's behind it, but you're hurting Chantal is what you're doing. You're hurting her. Whoever is doing this is hurting her. That you're not her friend. You're not her friend. Watching a woman all alone in another country, upset, and getting her to rage on the internet by sending her things and triggering her, and that's not a friend. A friend wouldn't do that. That's just somebody who doesn't have a channel or don't have the guts to put out all the things Chantal does. That's sad. But, you know, keep your frenemies close. Believe what they say. Maybe they're trying to take your channel down so they can be the one that supported you and all your people will go there. You never know what people are up to, Chantal. But I'm going to guess they're not really your friends. Do not follow people blindly, Chantal. They could lead you straight to hell. Listen, she already knew that Muslim men can take on 4 wives. She already knew that. She even mentioned it. Listen, so you're saying if Salah was poly, he should have told her that in the beginning. Well, I have a question then. Why did she bring it up before she even went to Kuwait to meet him? Because he probably brought it up. Why would she have brought it up? She wouldn't have known. She knows nothing about that. Why did she bring it up before she even went to Kuwait? And then when she got there, she believed in her mind that she could stop him from wanting anyone else with her Canadian maple scented money, like she did Nader, but it didn't work. Nader still was taking on other women. Taking on other women because he also is Muslim and believes in poly. I'm going to guess so does Salah, in my opinion. Well, she thinks money will buy her love because it has before. Her version of love. He probably knew she can't have, oh, yeah, so, I mean, they have to carry on the family name, so there's that too. Are they allowed to touch on camera in Kuwait? How the hell would I know? I don't even know if they're more public affection. We don't even know what she makes up and what's true. Well, they're not going to kiss online, and they don't have to. They don't even have to prove they're together, because I don't care. I just think it's funny that she always says he's sleeping in the other room, or he went to get the ketchup, and he never comes back after delivering the food. He went in the kitchen to get the ketchup, and he never came back. He left. He's like, here you go. Gotta go. There's just things you find in the commentary that's funny. But people that really are obsessed with, do they touch each other? Do they kiss? Do they do this? I don't care about that. I don't care about that stuff. That's private. And none of my business. Yeah, we've seen the pictures, so we know, yeah, we know about Red Room. He sent it to his friend. His friend's the one that put it on the internet. Don't mess with me, boy. I got more pictures. And then all that chatter stopped, didn't it? Oh, yeah, after the blackmail, I got more to release. We never heard from Allah again. Money can't buy your class. I guess it can. Money can buy silence. That's what we speculate. Yeah, you can speculate on anything you want. You have freedom of expression. Yeah, she did call it an offer in the beginning. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't want to see any of that. Yeah, I mean, there's ways of stopping people from airing your dirty laundry. It doesn't mean they're going to stay silent forever unless they sign an NDA. And I'm pretty sure she regrets not signing that NDA with FFG, because her real pain, one of her real pains, we already know that Julia gets on her nerves. I seen it last night. It's not that the cat has the zoomies. The cat's feral. It's used to climbing trees and running outside all night. Zipping over this, zipping over that, running through this, running through that. Let the cat back to its life, okay? That cat is going to make you insane. That's my point. That's not a Sam. That's not a BBJ. That is an alley cat. And it's got all the behaviors. And you could tell it was getting on her nerves last night. I don't think it's about Julia can't stand Foodie. I think she just can't stand living in that space. I think that cat wants out. You can't keep an outdoor cat in, even if it's domesticated. A cat that wants to go outside, it's an animal. It ain't a llama pillow. Let it go. Let it go outside. It'll come back eventually, or it won't. That'll be your answer. But you cannot make an animal stay captive just because you are. I mean, let's be honest. Even a dog wants to walk and smell things and piss on stuff. And that cat wants to be outdoors. There's nothing against it. All of Kuwait is outdoor cats. Just let it go. But she won't, because it'll make her look bad on the internet. I would have kept that cat for about 3 months before I would have showed anybody, just in case. Just in case this didn't work out. No. Wow. She does everything wrong. That's the sad part. There's no thought. It's all spontaneous. And it's all for internet attention. That is so bizarre. I didn't run and snipe her while she was losing her shit. There's a reason for it. Because, first of all, I don't want it on my channel. Number one, I didn't want any of that language on my channel. I didn't want any of that trying to hurt other people on my channel. I just like when she does stuff. Takes us here, takes us there, petting zoos, clothes hauls. I just miss the Canada content. It was so fun. And it wasn't about you being high, Chantal. It was about you going in your car and going places and being funny. It's just getting so shanny now. I can't stand it. Oh my God. I'm just waiting though. Waiting. But whatever. So yeah, we knew this was coming because, first of all, there was no rice with the butter chicken. That was a red flag to me. She loves to grab some butter chicken and put it in rice. I'm going to think that was a little bit of a no. Like, maybe he's putting his foot down a little bit. Like, he has to take control. He don't seem like he would. Maybe she made him take control. But when she said that the food ordering app is on his phone, and if she were to go on the app and order it, it would wake him up and alert his phone. So in other words, he's not there, in my opinion. Because wherever he was, he would have been mad. If she would have interrupted him, whether it be sleeping or not, it was 4:30 in the morning, whether sleeping or not, he would have been mad if she's over there ordering food because it's attached to his account. His account. Yeah, no rice. No rice was a red flag to me. Yeah, right there. Yeah, definitely. Because if you don't know her with her paneer and her butter chicken, oh yeah. Just like when people have, they have a sandwich and chips. If you can only have the sandwich but not the chips with it, oh, you know what I mean? And people get used to stuff. She has never ate paneer without rice. Yes, I heard she found DMs. Yeah, in his phone. She already did rage last night, Mr. J. Quinn. Yeah. It was 4 a.m. her time, 4 o'clock in the morning, and she raged for 3 hours till 7 a.m. her time, which was like 3 in the morning our time. I was sound asleep. I just was like, whoa, gotta go. Oh my God. Or no, she started at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it was 4 in the morning, and she went on until 10 p.m. my time, right? And then it was 7 a.m. there. Yep. Because I did listen to the Rager. I don't know which DMs. People were talking about it. I have not proved it. I've not seen it. I have no idea. It's probably on the Twitter. Everything you want to find is probably on the Twitter. And I don't even research that stuff deep. You know, I take it at face value. Is that video available to watch? No, I believe it's still up. Did you read the title, Shoshana? She raged about religion, people being mothers, people's children. It was a DM with a woman's picture in a thong. She did mention something about a thong, didn't she, last night in the Rager? When she was in the kitchen getting a candy bar. Yeah, she said there was a pic of a thonged butt. So she could be mad at herself. Because maybe she's like, well, that's what he's attracted to. Well, Chantal, instead of calling women all kinds of names, there's a lot of women out there that probably have seen their men. You should be, you should be, you know what I mean, ganging up with the women. You shouldn't go against the women. I mean, yeah. Look at Janine's like, that would have set me off too. And all she had to do was say, you know what I'm mad about? I'm mad about this, and I'm mad at myself because I could be that girl. But I can't because there's something wrong with me. I can't fight this. I can't get past it. That's why people are like, you need to go talk to someone. Because obviously, 6 years now, doing the same thing, expecting a different result, is insanity. Yes, he can have other women. Bop. He's definitely been eating his cake and having it too. Possibly. I'm going to try gold. I hate gold, but I'm going to try it. This is a weird look. So, you know, I get it. It was aggravating. It was wrong. It was rude. It was hateful. But do you expect anything else from her? How can anybody be surprised? It's obvious for 2 days she's been mad at something. Salah or something. It's obvious. She even went after a Muslim woman yesterday from TikTok. She went after a skinny woman. She went after, I don't know, man. It's been obvious. I've even said it in my reactions. She's mad about something. She kept mentioning Canada. She kept mentioning, I'm going to Disney World. Anything that Salah could not do, she mentioned. Right? He can't go to Disney. He can't come to the United States. I found that out. He has to go through a whole thing to come to the United States. And the fact that he's a Syrian, I don't know what that has to do with it, but somebody was talking about it. He also can't go to Disney. He cannot go to Canada. So she was doing that to hurt him. I think I'm going to go do this. And I miss my family. And, oh, remember, what, a month ago? I'm going to go home for a while. I think I'm going to get my own place. She does that when she's mad at him. Everybody's like, yeah, she's going back to Canada. We're waiting. Something's going to pop. Because remember, this won't be over until she says it's over. Because even if he says it's over, we're going to be in for a CPAP rescue repeat. Right? It's going to light up. She'll be stalking him. Now, I have a question. When she drove that car, was that a, I'll show you? It had to have been. We're still speculating on that one, that she's not allowed to drive over there. You think so? Yeah, I think so too. Only because she don't want her faux marriage outed. Right. Someone in FFG's chat said that someone in his family left a comment telling Salah to leave her. I heard that. Yes, I heard something about that. They went to his family. And they're trying to get his family involved. Now, see, that's where things go wrong. But it's okay. Listen, it kills me when people do this stuff. When they literally, and then they get upset when things go so south on the YouTubes, but they're out there watching a person in another country who could be jailed, or he could be deported. Like, real things could happen bad, and they take it outside of the YouTubes, outside of the comment section, and they're going to be the one that destroyed somebody's life. I don't like that. I don't think that is a sign of mental health. You know what I'm saying? I can't believe they went to his family. Oh my gosh. See, there's some weird stuff, and I don't know, man. People don't deserve that. Right in my eye. There we go. People do not deserve that. Period. She doesn't even try. Yeah. What do you think about him trying to find specific women reactors from YouTube to shoot? I don't know. I don't know anything about his gaming channel. Like I said, I don't get so wrapped up in this that now I'm like, what's he doing with women? And he can have 4 wives. He can date. Well, he can't really date in Kuwait, but he can court another woman if he wants to. There's nothing she can do about it. This is not America over there. I've seen them practice that in America. Muslim men have a right. So why people keep making a big deal out of this? And the worst part is Chantal knows this, and she continues to punish him for his right. It's crazy. Was she going after... Yes, we know. We've seen it last night. She always goes after the reactors. There's nothing new there. We already know the usual suspects as soon as she's mad. The name of the lip stain. No. Doesn't come off. Okay, well, a little bit did because I put a top coat on. So what I do is I grab the NYX. This one is Knockout. NYX at Ulta. This one's called Knockout. Can you even see it? Anyway, Knockout. And then I throw a little bit of Wet n Wild Number Bright Pink. Just a little Wet n Wild over it to cut down on the paleness of it. It just gives it, I don't know, different. That's just me. This tat lasts forever. Did you guys see the full arm one? I'll bet you didn't. Check this out. I'm putting this one on for fun, for real. But not till I want to, like, this is so cool. Check this out. That's a full one. Right to the wrist. Look at how pretty it is. I got a full sleeve. Isn't this gorgeous? Oh my God. I would totally get this done in real life. Temu. From the same people that make this one. Yep. I don't know what other ones I got here. I got a leg one. I've got another foot one. probably a foot one. I don't know. I got a bunch. And I got another one of this. This one I'm saving. But this will be going on. I love a full sleeve with a t-shirt, right? Anyway, it's just for fun. It's art. I love art. I'm artsy. I'm different. And whether people like me or not, I don't care. I really don't. I don't get on board with these people shaming people and then they look for a whole new class to shame people. Like, you're a smoker. You're a smoker. Everybody, she's a smoker. Who gives a fuck? See, I'm used to listen, even after I, lost my son, my first baby, the doctor came in smoking a cigarette in my hospital room. Do you see how social media can make you feel a certain way about people? That's really none of your fucking business. Nobody cares. It's still legal. Right? You're out there at the bar kicking it, puking all over a lawn. But we don't shame that because money, 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 money. We don't shame industry. Listen, one way to get rid of an industry or create a new one, like vaping, is to destroy another by making people look bad. Wow. Glad they got you hooked. Who's going to walk around embarrassed because they smoke a cigarette or vape? Nobody. Well, that's why you got that voice. No. I was cut from here to here by a surgeon, and I don't give a fuck. Even if I did smoke. Look, listen. Do you know how many people out there have smoked 2-3 packs of cigarettes a day and it never changed their voice? Are you stupid? Yep. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. And then people, you know what I mean? And then they want to be protected for the things they do. I don't care if anyone eats themselves to death. I don't care if someone drinks themselves to death. Now I don't care. I just don't care. If this is living your best life and you're going to have a kicking ass time, have fun. Don't care. It's so dumb. There you go. Tally says, I smoked 20 years before I quit and I still have the same voice. Boom. I've had the same voice for 30 years. Don't judge me for overeating, but you're a smoker and sound like Thelma. I know, isn't that dumb? As she's sucking on a shisha? And then mad when people say, why are you overeating? When she is literally dogging out people. I can't. Trailer Park said, I have the same voice. Smoked for 15 years. Quit. Same voice. I know. It has nothing to do with anything. Even allergies change your voice. It's so dumb. I love my voice. You will never poke me with that. I don't want no little sissy girl voice. I don't want no helium voice. No offense to you that do. I want to be heard across the crowd, especially when my kids were younger and they needed to hear me. They heard me. And nothing changed. Nothing's changed in 30 years. Keith Richards smoked for 150 years. Yeah, it'd probably keep you alive. What if it ends up becoming the secret? Oh! Yes, I had part of my thyroid removed. And that changed your voice too? Yep. When they go in there, they stretch that... my husband gave me the medical term, but they stretch it. If it gets stretched, it's not coming back, people. At least your voice is real, and I don't even give a fuck. I don't care if I sound like AI. I don't care if I sound like an underwater diver. I don't care. They call me a trans all the time, too. I'll tell you one thing. I'd probably be the most convincing. People were actually trying to look for my Adam's apple. What? Like years ago. Oh, I told you, look at her Adam's apple. There it is. Blah, 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 blah. I go, that's funny shit. Oh my God. I would rather have this voice than live the misery she lives every day. You got thyroid problems? It sucks. Always got to worry about the hair getting too thin. You know, and life is just a series of events. But we've learned in society to attack anyone that is different than you. I don't want any part of that horse shit. And then you're going to protect certain people. That makes no sense. They're not triggered by my voice. They're not triggered by my voice. It's the only thing about me that they find abnormal or weird. It used to be my skin tag. My dad called it my beauty mark, but people on here called it, Chantal called it a planet as she's walking around. A planet. That was cute. Mine could be removed. My teeth ain't rotting out of my head. That's the only thing they had on me to try to poke me. Besides thinking I'm, I got some Franks and beans in my, undergarments. That's it. My voice and calling me a trans. Yeah, she was mad at Salah, we believe, or herself. Well, Salah was looking at girls in, little thongs doing this. And it triggered her. It hurt her feelings. It hurt her feelings. Because that's how she sees herself, as a plus-size model. But some men are shallow. Some men just may want your money if you flaunt it enough all over the internet and to another Muslim man. Yeah, I'll film with you. That's going to cost you. And you fall for it. You, for some reason, think you deserve that in a man. But anyway, yeah, potato, potato. So anyway, some men, they may be a gold digger. Oh, you didn't think men could be gold diggers? Well, we've seen a few on the YouTube. Yeah. Somebody said you sound like Mary Poppins because you're from the UK. She called Goose Chuck Trans Chuck. It's all right. It's all right. It don't hurt Goose Chuck. And if it does, you'll find out about it on Goose Chuck's channel. Yeah, it goes both ways. Absolutely. Men can be gold diggers. Mm-hmm. You get called sir all the time. I do on the phone sometimes. Especially if my allergies are really bad. I don't think he ever expected her to show up in real life. Maybe not. Or found out real quick that this is going to be problematic. Because people have a way of love bombing you over the phone, right? And then, when you got to spend time with them, you go, oh no. Oh my God. You can kind of see that in Salah. I mean, he's willing to put on a show for the camera, for money. But we've seen some of the things he's done, a little passive-aggressive, with shaming her. I didn't find that cool. But she had to go to a whole nother country to fall in love. What? If you don't wear makeup, you're being mistaken for a man. Yes, I'm never mistaken for a man face to face. Maybe on the phone. And I've seen some almost 60-year-olds in real life. And trust me, if I was a drinker or a heavy smoker, my face would look like it. Like, I mean, much older. My face would definitely show it. My skin would show it. I would look like a leather suitcase. And it would be deep wrinkles. Not these little surface ones. They'd be deep. And I have never had a Botox injection in my life. I won't. I seen somebody almost die from that because they went to a sketchy coupon. And it ended up being that imitation stuff. Yeah. And they injected it a little too deep. And it crystallized in the lungs. A whole thing. Your whole face shows how much sun you've gotten. I'm very careful. I go out like, I don't know, once a week for maybe 45 minutes to an hour. But I have sunbathed my ass off my whole life. I met a guy that hustled women. It's very unattractive. Yes, it is. It's sick. It is sick. If you're hustling women in real life or even online, so you never have to work, it's as ugly as what you accuse other people of. Taking advantage of somebody is disgusting. I still take care of myself too. But it doesn't make you less of a woman. Just because you fought for equal rights and all that, and the workforce and all that, it doesn't mean there's not men out there that are chivalrous. Right? They just don't want your money. That'd be my husband. I've always worked because I need my sense of identity, and it's always been my identity. It's how I was raised, right? Pulling a little red wagon when I was 11 years old, doing paper. I was told that's what you do. Everything's a power of suggestion. The way your brain has been programmed to how you're supposed to feel about yourself if you do this or don't do this, and you're not going to let society keep telling you who you are. If you do, then get off the internet. Just get off the internet. If you absorb other people's opinion of you, get off the internet. You're wasting your time. Anyway, yeah, I mean, my husband's like, he's just old school. He's Gen X. His dad took care of the mom and all the siblings, lots of siblings. And he didn't want her to work a day. He just wanted her to be a mom. But there are men out there that not only do they want you to pay half the bills, you're the one that has to call into your job every time the kids are sick or the daycare can't watch them. You're the one whose job's always in jeopardy because they refuse, right? So it just says more about them. There you go. Wow. We can name a couple of that's gold diggers. It's crazy. I'm glad I found you on here. Yeah. Yeah, there are men out there that will wipe your bank account out and walk away. And I just feel like, I'm sorry, Foodie. I just want you to go home and build your channel and your empire. I just feel like what's going on over there, you won't take the L and go home. Hell, even if you don't take the L, you go home and go, remember when I drove the car? He beat me. I don't care what you say. I'm just saying, you don't look happy. You look broke. You're stuck inside. I'm sorry. That's what I see. That's all I see. I don't see a happy person. I just don't. You're not getting any younger. Go home. Get a studio apartment. Nowhere near do you know how big Canada is? You don't have to be near anyone. Go get your own place, a little studio apartment. Go home. Fix this. Glow up. Everybody wants it, including the reaction channels. Nobody wants to keep watching this. You going sadder and sadder and madder. I don't care what you say. She has been talking about Canada. I think she needs to go home. I don't care. Do it. Drag him for filth. I don't care. Even if it's a lie, I don't care at this point. Go home. I like her in Canada. It's her element. She's funny. She's funny. She's got more life in her. Hate watching this misery. I say it's misery. I see it as misery. I can't help it. And it's not just about the heat. It's about, we know when you're happy. Let's just put it that way. She is better in Canada. Effie had a guy wipe her out financially. Yeah, but they're not gold diggers, right? Whenever they see a gorgeous woman, and I mean smoking hot woman, with a guy that's, they're like, she's a gold digger. Mm-hmm. Nobody would be with him. No. She's a gold digger. It's like, why do you care? Are you jealous? Because you're not on a yacht in a thong? I'm going to guess. Sell your soul to the devil. Go do it. It's the homely ones that would never do what the gold diggers do. I wouldn't. I would never. Ever. I'm in it for love. If there ain't love, I'm out. There ain't no way I'm going through mental torture and like either Salah's going through or Chantel's going through, or they're both putting each other through. I would never go through mental torture to pretend. Every year you get older. Every year you miss out on an opportunity to live your best life. I wouldn't waste a day. Not a day. Girl, it's not like you're 20. Here's another one I got. This was from Temu. I guess if I like it. I do. I like it. It's number 8. Or 80. It's 8. Because the way the 8 is, it's 8. This is by Handayan. They're only like $1 or $2. But I like them better than Wet n Wild. Wet n Wild is too, they wipe off really fast. Okay, that is pretty light. You got bass in your voice? Yeah, who cares, right? Should we make fun of men that don't have deep voices? Is that what we should do? Yo, mama. Is that the next plan? We make fun of men that don't have deep voices? That's what we're gonna do? Questioning whether the carriage dropped? I do applaud the gold diggers. I'm like, look at that bitch. She can throw everything to the wind for a $10,000 purse. Like I would say Kim Zolciak. She's always been about the house, the cars, the jewelry. And now Croy is out there spilling all the beans. She don't like that. She doesn't like that. He's out there spilling all the beans. She's gambled $2.5 million on an illegal gambling site. Oh my God. She's an alcoholic. I'm like, oh no, he didn't. But then people are saying that Croy is stalking her. All kinds of crazy shit. See, that's a soap opera. And it's real life people. All you can do is speculate. Now, we have seen Kim with a married man before. Getting set up with, and bragging about it. Range Rovers, expensive homes, jewelry. So who are you going to believe? The football player that physically exhausted himself in a career, or the one that threw a $10,000 or $20,000 birthday party for 2 toddlers, they're twins, and literally redesigned her daughter's face? I'm going to have to believe Croy. Just because she has a past of hooking up with married men for money. I couldn't even imagine living that life. It's sell your soul to the devil for what? A house, a car? Oh my God, didn't her wig sell, or what's the problem here? But that's a soap opera too. Yeah. Yeah, Nene Lake said, close your legs to married men. Well, I guess you can't Listen, you can't lose a man, you know what I mean? That was yours. So it means they're never yours. If they're out looking around, that's not your man. Go home. Go home. And if you can't fulfill some of his, I don't know, like your obsession with food, you're trying to convince him that this is a real thing. Well, he's trying to convince you that maybe, even though I'm with you, I like to look at this stuff. So he's not allowed to have something that, works him up in the brain, releases some dopamine. Maybe that's his dopamine. So you can have a problem, but he can't. I see how it works. I know women like that. Rules for thee, but not for me. See how that goes, Chantal? You can't rage at a man that likes to look at beauty or become one of those girls, and he won't. Problem solved. Yes, dignity. But it's everyone else's definition of dignity. Some people just want to live the craziest, wealthiest, adventurous life, and they're willing to forego what other women look at as noble, and it's fine. There's nothing against it. Just like there's nothing against street workers. Who cares if a woman chooses to make money off of her own body? It's not like she's making money off her sister's body. But that's another thing they've taught you to shame. Want to know why? Do you want to know why? You can't tax it. That's a lucrative thing, right? Probably why it's illegal. I heard in Florida they're trying to, they want marijuana. Yeah, okay. We'll see how that works out for you. Not that people aren't already over there just, kicking it up on the beaches with alcohol. But it's a no-no to have marijuana in Florida. Why? Because women had the control as well. What women had the control? Do they pay tax in Kuwait? I don't think so. Even men with gorgeous wives like looking at women. No shit. But see, it's always been a she. Let me tell you something with her. She hates looking at pretty women. I figured out that's why they watch horror flicks. Because there's not going to be any love scenes or beautiful, sexy women. Because it will make her uncomfortable or angry, or she'll feel some sort of way about herself. And I get that. Because when I had weight on me and shorter hair, I didn't like myself. And I couldn't believe my husband was just like, well, I love you for who you are. And I'm like, you're a liar. That was my shit, not his. But if you go out there and do the work and feel good about yourself, create the face cream, do all the stuff without surgery, without this and that, without body dysmorphia, you just want to look a certain way for yourself. You don't feel like that anymore. There you go. Ready, set, Fupa Fabrice says, I look at other women, but I don't sleep with them. But see, for her, it is a personal hit. That's what you want. That's what you like. We know there's women out there like that. We know that. They're so upset with themselves that if they see maybe something they wish they were, and he's out there appreciating a beautiful woman, she's going to lose her shit. Yeah, she needs to work on herself. And she's the one that mentions fat. She's the one that mentions diets. She's the one that is upset with herself. It isn't us. We're not doing it. We're not putting it in people's faces. We're not making it up. She literally puts it on camera and then goes on about a disorder, and she's trying to make him, if he's not attracted to morbid obesity, you can't make him through manipulation. You have to let him go. There have been men out there that have literally fallen in love with her. Pete's being one of them. But she wants what she can't have. I don't understand that. And then go through all this turmoil. Oh my God, never, ever. I can buy myself roses. But anyway, so Chantal, just do you, boo. But don't blame any of us for your issues. Blame the correct people. Salah or yourself. Yeah. Just, yeah. She mentions all of it. I do reactions on the commentary, or on the content. Because I don't care what size she is. You can be beautiful or you can be ugly at any size. You can. I've seen some skinny girls that I absolutely cannot stand because they are just gaslighting bitches. They're backstabbing, gaslighting bitches. It doesn't matter what your body looks like. It's who you are as a person. That's it. Always has been. She knows it. Stop. Yes. She becomes obsessed with the man because she wants them to fall in love with her. She wants that life. She wants to be happily married, but for some reason, she keeps picking men that don't love her for who she is. She picks men that she tries to manipulate. It's so bizarre, into loving her. She wants what she wants, but he can't look at a girl that he's attracted to in a picture because it's just, I've seen that kind of crazy. I don't deal with crazy. Yes. Let me tell you, if she don't end it, she's going to make his life a living hell. Good luck with that, Salah. Anyway, that was fun, but I got to make a phone call. I love this. Temu, AirPod case. Do you not love that? I love this thing. I found some kick-ass shit. She wants the romantic love she sees in movies. Yes, because she doesn't go out there and life's a struggle. It's a struggle. And if you got something as good as you had with Pete, why did you let it go? He loves you more than anything. She's not looking for love. She's looking for her idea of Prince Charming. Good luck with that. She'll die alone looking for that. Will she not? Will she not? Die alone looking for that. Pete was it. He was it. JH goes, don't take my picture. I love this necklace. I got this too from Temu. And you can put anything you want in there. I'm going to put a little cotton pad with my favorite perfume in there. My Pure Grace. And then when the wind blows, because it's got the little breather holes, it will smell really pretty. You found this AirPod. How much was it on Amazon? This was like between $2 and $3. And it's heavy. It's really cool. Yes, you could put a prayer in here. You could put a prayer in here every day. You could put a prayer in here. Well, I painted my nails. I don't know. I just was bored. I do that. I was a hairdresser. I'm a girl. Believe it or not, I don't have Franks and beans. I don't have no Franks and beans. Yes, she watches too many movies. There is no such thing. Love is trust. Love is compassion. Love is respect. Especially religion. Because before you get into a relationship, somebody's religion, and you respect it. You don't try to change their mind. I like that. Does it look cool? I like it. It is cute. You could put a prayer in there every day, knowing you're wearing a prayer around your neck. There you go. You're going to do your fourth Temu. I love Pure Grace. It's my favorite philosophy. So anyway, unfortunately, she knows she's hurt people all along the way to get what she wants, and she still hasn't learned, even with friendships and what she does. She's hurting her body with instant gratification food. She's hurt friendships with instant gratification anger. She doesn't think things through. She's spontaneous, and she has addiction issues. Those things will make her life a living hell. Keep filming it. Maybe one of these days you'll actually look at it and go get help. Love is give and take. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay. So before we go, we had some members that left comments. I don't know if you're in here, but I will be going back under that video and telling people themselves. But Diana Lynn, are you in here? You, I need your address, nomadnesslife@yahoo.com, for snakeskin vest. Grimes, guess what, Grimes? You won the mermaid dress. The mermaid dress. Southern Girl, snakeskin vest. Cool Cat Court, tribal. Grimes. I only had 2 people that said they wanted it. I put it in a hat. You had a 50-50 shot, and you won. You won, Grimes. Uh-huh. Yep. So, I need you to email me your addresses, and I got to go to the post office today for other stuff. I'm mailing everything out in little increments because I spent $70 last week with postage, so this week it's going to cost me another $60, and then next week I'll mail out the kimonos and the tribal dress, the mermaid dress. So anyway, I love you guys. Thank you for being subscribers. Thank you for being members. Thank you for listening to me just shoot the shit. That's all YouTube's about. Personal opinions, freedom of expression. If you don't like it, well, there's 17 million other people you can watch. So there's got to be a reason you're here. True hate, false hate, or you know what? You're truly a fan. So I'm going to go with you're a fan. Because I'm at the bottom of YouTube. It's weird. Anyway, I hope you all have a great day. And if you're out there and you're hurting, please don't take it out on other people. Go get help and live your best life. Don't let your hatred for other people eat you alive, because it will. It'll be your cancer. Please don't let that happen. People are not worth it. Their opinions aren't worth it. Their words aren't worth it. Revenge isn't worth it. Because in the end, you're the one that suffers. So forgive and move on. Doesn't mean you have to forget. Just forgive. Stop the boiling anger. Okay? All right, I love you guys.